Statement. This is to advise the general public that in compliance with Chapter 231 of the Public Laws of 1975 entitled Censorship Bar M. Bear Open Public Meeting Act, New Jersey Casino Control Commission on December 8, 2021 filed with Secretary of State at the State House and Trenton an annual meeting schedule. On December 9, 2021, copies were mailed to subscribers. Any member of the public who wished to address the commission would be given the opportunity to do so before the commission adjourns for the day. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning.
Morning.
Welcome everyone who is joining us in person and remotely today. For this meeting, we are permitting meeting participants who wish to do so to continue to address the Commission through remote technology. We are also permitting in-person participation. The public meeting room is therefore open and appropriate health measures are being taken. We will, however, continue to stream our public meetings. The public is able to listen through the access provided on the Commission's website, as well as through our YouTube channel. We will accept public comments via email. Public comments can be sent to public.comments@ccc.nj.gov. I will repeat that. Public comments can be sent to public.comments@ccc.nj.gov beginning now and any time throughout the meeting, ending at the time of adjournment. This meeting is being transcribed as well as recorded, and minutes will be available on our website in due course. To meeting participant callers, I ask that you follow the instructions provided with the web link or audio call-in code, and please place your phones on mute until your matter is called. Also, please remember to identify yourself before speaking. Thank you.
Please answer when I call your name for the roll, please. Commissioner Molnar,
Present.
Vice Chair Cooper,
Present.
and Chairman Pelosi.
Present.
Matters discussed in closed session this morning included employee key license application matters, as well as approval of the closed session minutes of our November 9 closed session. The first item for your consideration is the ratification of the minutes of the public meeting of November 9, 2022.
Are there any questions for council or any corrections?
No.
Hearing none, is there a motion?
Mr. Chairman, I move to ratify the minutes of the November 9th, 2022 meeting.
Is there a second?
Mr. Chairman, I second the motion.
Any further discussion?
No.
Hearing none, all in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Ayes have it.
Thank you. Second item for your consideration is approval of the annual meeting schedule for the year 2023.
Are there any questions for council or any changes?
No.
Okay. I move to approve the 2023 annual meeting schedule. Is there a second?
I'll second that.
Any further discussion?
No.
Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Ayes have it.
Thank you. Item number 3, proposed adoption of resolution concerning closed sessions for public meetings scheduled for the year 2023.
Are there any questions for council or any changes?
No.
Hearing none, I move to adopt the draft resolution. Is there a second?
I'll second that.
Any further discussion?
No.
Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Ayes have it.
Thank you. Item number 4 are applications for initial casino key employee licenses. They include A, Rada Arbietto, B, Keaton Barrett, C, Lori S. Castro-Tataro, D, Tracy Chang, E, Marshall L. Davis, F, Jody A. Edwards, also known as Jody A. Scaffario, Jody A. Riccardi, G, Nancy P. Egan, H, Edwin J. Ortiz, I, Jorge L. Vasquez. J, Ann E. Braggs Wilson, also known as Annie Braggs, also known as Ann E. Wilson. For your consideration are those items, of which there are several that, excuse me, the division has reviewed, staff has reviewed, and recommend that those license applications be granted. They include Rita Arbietto, Lori Costrataro, Tracy Chang, Nancy Egan, Ann E. Braggs Wilson.
Are there any questions on any of these matters?
No.
Hearing none, is there a motion?
Mr. Chairman, I move to grant the 5 initial Casino Key employee licenses.
Is there a second?
Mr. Chairman, I second the motion.
Any further discussion?
No.
Hearing none. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed, ayes have it.
Thank you. The remaining matters have been reviewed by the division and staff with a recommendation by the division to remand those matters for the contested case process, which recommendation the staff supports. They include Keaton Barrett, Marshall L. Davis, Jody A. Edwards, Edwin J. Ortiz, and Jorge L. Vasquez, Jr.
Are there any questions regarding any of these matters?
No.
No.
Hearing none, is there a motion?
Mr. Chairman, I move to remand for a hearing 5 initial Casino Key employee license applications.
Is there a second?
Mr. Chairman, I second the motion.
Any further discussion?
No.
Hearing none, all in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed, ayes have it.
Thank you. Item number 5 are applications for resubmitted Casino Key employee licenses and/or for qualification. They include 5A, Chasia J. Chui, also known as Sia Chu, B. Naja J. Corsi, C. Paula DiMaggio, D. Jeremy S. Edwards, E. Carl J. Gambin, F. Lakeisha C. Green, also known as Lakeisha C. Blocker, also known as Lakeisha C. Langford, G. Luther W. Gugler, H. Patrick J. Hansberry Jr., I. John E. Happersett, J. Richard P. Henderson, K. Michael A. Katz, also known as Michael A. Kornblau, L. Thomas M. Lilly, M. John P. Maravilla, N. Francesco A. Messina, also known as Frank A. Messina, O. Stephen W. Nathan, P. Christine M. Pacifico, also known as Christine M. Ross, Q. Kenneth C. Postischnak, Jr., R. Charles T. Rando, S. Lisa Rivera, also known as Lisa Corderi, also known as Lisa Bronco, T. Justin M. Sandilands, U. Eva L. Santiago, V. Ray Shearer, W. Mary L. Spatola, also known as Mary L. Rockwell, X. Diane M. Spears, also known as Diane M. Spears Knox, Y. Robert A. Stewart, Z. Teresa L. Trapia, also known as Teresa L. Augusto, AA. Danny J. Winnick Sr. With respect to those matters, Mr. Chairman and Commissioners, there is a recommendation that 24, excluding Gukler and Santiago, which matters will be called separately, that the 24 remaining resubmitted Casino Key employee license applications be granted. They have been reviewed by the division, and staff concurs that those matters can be granted.
Are there any questions regarding any of these matters?
No.
No.
Hearing none, is there a motion?
Mr. Chairman, I move to grant the 24 resubmitted Casino Key employee licenses.
Is there a second?
Mr. Chairman, I second the motion.
Any further discussion?
No.
Hearing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, ayes have it.
With respect to Mr. Gukler's matter, there is a recommendation that his matter be granted as well. There is an additional request for a residency waiver based on his employment with an intermediary company of a casino licensee. Accordingly, staff recommends that Mr. Gukler's resubmitted casino key employee license application be granted with a waiver of the residency requirement.
Are there any questions regarding this matter?
No.
No.
Hearing none, is there a motion?
Mr. Chairman, I move to grant the resubmission application of Luther W. Golker for a casino key employee license and waive the residency requirement as provided for in NJSA 5:12-89B.
Is there a second?
Mr. Chairman, I second the motion.
Any further discussion?
No.
Hearing none, all in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Ayes have it.
With respect to Eva L. Santiago, that was you. There is a recommendation that Ms. Santiago's matter be remanded to the contested case process from the division. Staff concurs with that recommendation and recommend that you do so.
Thank you. Are there any questions regarding this matter?
No.
No.
Hearing none, is there a motion?
Mr. Chairman, I move to remand for a hearing the resubmitted casino key employee license application of Eva L. Santiago.
Is there a second?
Yes.
Excellent. We apologize for any inconvenience out there. We had some technical difficulties that we have remedied now.
Okay, Mr. Chairman, with your permission, there are a few matters that we do have to readdress as the Zoom recording stopped and the court reporter did not transcribe those two matters. And that includes an acknowledgement on the record that 5D, Jeremy S. Edwards, is adjourned. With respect to the matter of 5U, Eva L. Santiago, that matter was requested by the division to be deferred to the contested case hearing process. Staff reviewed and concurs, and there is a recommendation that you take action to remand her matter to the contested case hearing process.
Are there any questions regarding this matter?
No.
Hearing none, is there a motion?
Mr. Chairman, I move to remand for a hearing the resubmitted Casino Key Employee License Application of Eva L. Santiago.
Is there a second?
Mr. Chairman, I second the motion.
Any further discussion?
No.
Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it.
Thank you. Item number 6 for your consideration are approvals through delegation of authority between November 1, 2022 and November 30, 2022 pursuant to Resolution Number 22011211B. Licensing Supervisor Ishane Mansouri will review those matters with you. However, no action is required by the Commission.
Good morning, Chairman and the Commissioners. Ishane Mansouri, Supervisor Licensing Unit, appearing on the behalf of the Commission. Between November 1, 2022 and November 30th, 2022, the staff of the Regulatory Affairs Division granted the following approvals via delegated authority. On November 2, 2022, a temporary casino key employee license was granted to Eddie Abelard for a dual-rate surveillance officer supervisor position at Resorts Atlantic City. On November 2, 2022, a temporary casino key employee license was granted to Grace L. Mardigan for a casino case supervisor position at Hard Rock Atlantic City. On November 2, 2022, a temporary casino key employee license was granted to Chingua Wang for a manager accounts receivable position at Bally's Atlantic City. On November 4th, 2022, a temporary casino key employee license was granted to Melissa S. Carmen for a count room lead position at Brigada. A multi-casino endorsement on an existing casino key employee license was granted to Zachary S. Rosner for the assistant shift manager sportsbooks position, and also to William H. Wentz III for the East Coast Area Manager Sportsbooks position, both for Caesars, Harrah's, and Tropicana Atlantic City. On November 7th, 2022, a multi-casino endorsement on an existing casino key employee license was granted to Brian M. Fogler for the Director of Operational Accounting position for Resorts Digital and Resorts Atlantic City. On November 16, 2022, a temporary key employee license with a multi-casino endorsement was granted to Jordan and Sue for a sportsbook supervisor position for Caesars, Harrah's, and Tropicana Atlantic City. On November 21st, 2022, a temporary casino key employee license was granted to Byron J. Harley for a senior purchasing manager position at Brigada, and to Jesus Soto, also known as Jesus Soto Palomino, for a dual-rate table games assistant shift manager position at Ocean Casino. On November 22, 2022, a multi-casino endorsement on an existing casino key employee license was granted to Tamara K. Brown for the internet gaming manager position for Boardwalk 1000 and Hard Rock Atlantic City. And on November 29, 2022, a temporary casino key employee license was granted to Samantha.
And Licensing Supervisor Ishane Mansouri will address that matter with you.
Thank you. At this time, we have Vanessa Ann Vogel, also known as Vanessa Ann Laws, for your consideration to lapse their casino key employee license as their casino key employee license review application filing deadline has passed and the individual has not filed a casino key employee license review application nor requested to be placed on the casino key employee license approved and active list. Based on these facts, staff recommends that the casino key employee license of Vanessa Ann Vogel, also known as Vanessa Ann Laws, be deemed to have lapsed.
Are there any questions regarding this matter?
No.
Hearing none, is there a motion?
Mr. Chairman, I move to find that Vanessa N. Vogel's casino key employee license lapsed.
Is there a second?
Mr. Chairman, I second the motion.
Any further discussion?
No.
Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it.
Thank you. Item number 9 for your consideration is the stipulation of settlement in the initial application of Thomas J. Murphy for a Casino Key employee license. Senior Counsel Pimpinelli will review that matter with you.
Good morning, Chairman and Commissioners. Teresa Pimpinelli, Senior Counsel, appearing for the Commission. Before you is a stipulation of settlement for the initial application of Thomas Murphy for his Casino Key employee license. If approved, Mr. Murphy's Casino Key employee license will be valid through December of 2027. You have staff's memo and recommendation on this matter. Mr. Murphy was notified of today's meeting. I would now ask counsel for the division to enter their appearance and proceed.
Good morning, Chairman and Commissioners. Jocelyn Fedowitz, Deputy Attorney General, on behalf of the Division of Gaming Enforcement. The division has nothing further on this matter and respectfully requests that the stipulation be approved as submitted. Thank you.
And for the record, Mr. Murphy is in here or on the phone, correct? Thank you. Okay. Are there any questions for counsel?
No.
Is there a motion?
Mr. Chairman, I move to approve the stipulation of settlement between the division and applicant and grant the initial application of Thomas J. Murphy for a Casino Key employee license, subject to compliance with the terms and conditions as provided for in the stipulation.
Is there a second?
Mr. Chairman, I second the motion.
Any further discussion?
No.
Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it.
Item number 10 for your consideration is the stipulation of settlement in the initial application of Dulcie Rice for a Casino Key employee license. Again, Senior Counsel Pimpinelli will review that with you.
Chairman and Commissioners, Teresa Pimpinelli, Senior Counsel, appearing again for the Commission. For your consideration is a stipulation of settlement for the initial application of Dulcie Rice for her Casino Key employee license. If approved today, her license will be valid through December of 2027. You have staff's memo and recommendation on this matter. Ms. Rice was notified of today's meetings. I would ask the division to enter their appearance and proceed.
Chairman and Commissioners, Jocelyn Fedowitz, Deputy Attorney General, on behalf of the Division of Gaming Enforcement. The division has nothing further on this matter and respectfully requests that the stipulation be approved as submitted. Thank you.
Thank you. And for the record, Ms. Rice is not here or on the phone.
Correct.
Are there any questions for counsel?
No.
Is there a motion?
Mr. Chairman, I move to approve the stipulation of settlement between the division and applicant and grant the initial application of Dulcie Rice for a Casino Key employee license, subject to compliance with the terms and conditions as provided for in the stipulation.
Is there a second?
Mr. Chairman, I second the motion.
Any further discussion?
No.
No.
Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it.
Thank you. Item number 11, consideration of the complaint in State of New Jersey versus Margarita Rivera. Docket number 210018RC is adjourned, Mr. Chairman and Commissioners. The matter will remain in deferred status. Item number 12 is consideration of the petition of Lamont Bradford to withdraw his initial application for a Casino Key employee license. Again, Senior Counsel Pimpinelli will review that with you.
Chairman, Commissioners, Teresa Pimpinelli, Senior Counsel for the Commission, appearing again. For your consideration is a petition dated April 7, 2022, from Lamont Bradford to withdraw his initial application for a Casino Key employee license. By letter dated October 17, 2022, the division requested that the Commission place specific conditions on the withdrawal, specifically that Mr. Bradford be precluded from reapplying for a Casino Key employee license for 3 years instead of the 1 year required by the regulation, and that Mr. Bradford, quote, satisfy any and all warrants before submitting any application for a Casino Key employee license after his period of exclusion has expired. Mr. Bradford was notified of the division's position, but to date, no communication from him has been received. You have staff's memo and recommendation on this matter. I would ask counsel for the division to enter their appearance and proceed.
Chairman and Commissioners, Jocelyn Fedowitz, Deputy Attorney General, on behalf of the Division of Gaming Enforcement. As council previously detailed, on October 17th, 2022, the division filed a letter of no objection to Lamont Bradford's request to withdraw the application for casino key employee licensure, subject to the conditions detailed in the division's letter. Thank you.
Thank you. Any questions for council?
No.
Hearing none, is there a motion on this matter?
Mr. Chairman, I move to grant the requested relief and order that the initial application of Lamont Bradford for a casino key employee license be withdrawn, subject to the condition that Mr. Bradford may not apply for or hold a casino key employee license for a period of 1 year from the date of the order. Further, Mr. Bradford is subject to compliance with the terms and conditions as provided for in the order.
Is there a second?
Mr. Chairman, I second the motion.
Any further discussion?
No.
Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it.
Thank you. Item number 13 is consideration of the notice of adoption for new rules in general provisions, Chapter 40A, NJAC 19:40A. Applications for key employee licenses, Chapter 41A, NJAC 19:41A, and casino licensing, Chapter 43A, NJAC 19:43A. Again, Senior Counsel Pimpinelli will review that matter with you.
Chairman and Commissioners, Teresa Pimpinelli, Senior Counsel, appearing on behalf of the Commission. For your consideration is the adoption of Chapters 40A, 41A, and 43A. At the public meeting of August 10, 2022, the Commission approved these chapters for publication. The proposal was published on September 19, 2022, with a 60-day comment period that expired on November 19th. No comments were received. Accordingly, the Commission may now move to adopt all three chapters.
Are there any questions for council?
No.
No.
Hearing none, is there a motion?
Mr. Chairman, I move to approve the adoption of Chapters 40A, 41A, and 43A as published.
Is there a second?
Mr. Chairman, I second the motion.
Any further discussion?
No.
Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Ayes have it.
Item number 14, the petition of Boardwalk 1000 LLC and HR Atlantic City LLC for approval of a second amended management agreement, PRN 314-2203 is adjourned. In accordance with Resolution Number 22120703, newly adopted, the next closed session of the Commission shall be held on Wednesday, January 11, 2023, at 9:30 a.m. in the Commission offices.
This is the public participation portion of the meeting. Is there anyone from the public that wishes to speak?
Okay, our email is up and running, Mr. Chairman, and there are no comments via email.
I do have one announcement. Tomorrow, we are holding our symposium at Stockton University on the 45 years of legalized gaming in New Jersey. If anybody's interested in attending that in person or on Zoom, they can go to our website and register. It's a very informative panel reviewing the 45 years of gaming history in New Jersey. The public participation portion is now closed. Is there a motion to adjourn?
Mr. Chairman, I'll make the motion.
Is there a second?
I second the motion.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Ayes have it. Meeting is adjourned. Thank you.